Hello guys!
Hello!
Today we complete this first series of videos of Introduction to Yeti. We will learn how to merge two different groom features in the same Yeti graph, adding a mustache to our doll.
Let's start this new groom. We just paint in Substance Painter the new density map for the mustache. That is going to be a different texture from the one of the hair. We just paint white where we want our mustache to grow. And our goal is to use one Yeti node for both features, for the hair and for the mustache. But of course we need another set of groom guides for the mustache, so we can have more control and it's separate from the hair one. So you know how to do it. You just select the model, go in Yeti, in the Yeti tab, create groom on mesh, and we have a new groom. We rename it just mustache groom, and you know what to do. We link it to the Yeti node since the beginning, so we don't forget it later. Add groom, mustache, groom. Boom. You see, it's here. So we create now our groom guides for the mustache. Scale them. Remember the lesson 2, we recorded it before, is just dedicated to this area. So if you want to know or remember some feature of it, just go in that lesson. For now, I'm creating this side of the mustache, so then I can mirror it, and we check conforming strands, so all the strands created are going to be similar to the other one. Check from different view to see the shape that this mustache is taking. If you see, I'm working only with a comb node for now. We can use a bit the sculpt. So we shape them. If you see, they are behaving they are too smooth. There are too many. There is too much resolution. If you see here, we just want it put it a bit lower, resampling from here, so we can have a bit more control. We don't need that resolution for now. So you see, now it's working fine. And you want to uncheck obey surface normal, so you have more control in shaping the curves. So you see, it's working already nice. We can create, we can even move another one. We always like to see the base of our groom point, you know, just checking display. I think for now can work for the first pass of guides. We just mirror it. Okay. And we put these two close together. We just paint this one here. And we isolate this one so we have more control. Can add one more here to add more resolution. We mirror it. Okay, I think it's fine for this first pass. Okay, we are ready to add our new nodes for the mustache in the graph node. So we just hide the Yeti node so we can work faster inside the graph. So now we want to create another line of nodes here parallel to the one of the hair, so we can control with different nodes the mustache, right? And then at the end merge all together. So first things we have to do, of course, is to call our texture, right? So we can just create, we just do copy paste our texture node. You remember this one is from the geo, we put it here in the center now because it's going to be shared by the hair and the mustache. And our density text, we just call it mustache density text, and here we put mustache density. That's the name I call my texture. And the settings are the same for the rest. So we close, we just check. You see, the path was changed because Yeti sometimes make these funny jokes. So we just go here again and we rename it mustache density. Just double check always. So we can check it now. And it's fine. So now we have to create, our new nodes. So we create a scatter, a grow, and a comb. We just need to create, an import node for our groom. So we just click groom here, and we call the mustache. Are things that we already studied in the first part of the tutorial. And this one we can call it mustache groom. Cool. And we can already connect it, as we know, to the grow and the comb. So in the moment we visualize this one and we show the Yeti node, we can see there is already the bounding box. We can hide the mustache for now so we can see what happened. And in the scatter we put more density. And here are our set of curves from the Yeti graph. So first things, this is going to be a new things to learn. So as you see here, there is something that is not working because it's the interpolation between this guide curve, between this guide curve. As you see here, there is not so much resolution here, so Yeti doesn't know how to deal with this curve. So it's going to create here some curves that are like a bit like this curve and another bit like of this curve, so are going in the middle. And of course we don't want this. So now we just learn a new thing that is called parting. Okay, parting, it's a feature usually in a lot of Groom plugin that let the air, part into different area, you know, when we have this this big change of direction. So we just have to create here in the attribute paint in our groom. So we select our groom of the mustache because we are working there, and in attribute paint you remember the place where we show the base. This is not just to show the base, this parameter, but are to create a attribute paint for our graph. We are going to learn this one in another video. For now we just need to know that if we click add and we click part underscore A and we click, then we create another attribute calling it part underscore B, we just can do this parting in this way. So we click part A and we paint black one area, you see, and white. Okay, seems it's white, but we just paint it again, this area. And then in part B we do the same. So we go here and we just paint it. You see? And now if we see the work, we just this trick, you see? It's working.
Yay!
So that's quite important when you work, for example, with long hair, you know, that go in one direction or to another, or for example in animal fair where you want the parting, you know, in this part of the nose usually there is parting. So that's good to know. So now we know how it works and we can continue with our groom work. We already created the first nodes, so we can see the density. I want that this line is going to be the clamp one. So for each one of these area that you see, there is going to be a little clamp. So I go in the scatter, in the distribution, and I put distribution to 2, so they distribute more with a good distance between them, better distance. And now we just create another scatter node, a grow and a comb, and we put it on top, right? So just to do like this, and we connect the groom to the grow and to the scatter. So you know what I'm doing. This is going to be our clamp one line, and this one are going to be the fiber that finally are going to be rendered. So we want here a clamp node, so it's already going to work nice.
Sorry, the groom didn't connect to the comb node.
Right.
It's in there. Okay.
Thank you. So if you see, there is not a much resolution in the curves here. So we want to go in the grow, and let's put the segment count. I don't know what to say. Anyway, to 220. Mystery of English. So, and now let's put to 30. Come on. I know it's a lot, but there are not going to be so many curves. So we can start to work with it. We just hide the mustache so we see what's working. There is no density at all. We want more density. Okay. And you see that it seems that there was no resolution, but it's because the clamp, it's the base attraction of the clamp is super high. So we want to, you know, just relax it a bit, and just relax it a bit, maybe not so much, so it's going to continue to behave here well in the parting, and it's fine, you see, it's already working nice. Maybe we can connect more this area, you see. Sometimes you see there is this area that is not following so much the shape that we want. It's, you see, it's coming from here, so that's because there is not resolution. So we quickly hide the Yeti node and we create a new curves here. Just select it, so then we can mirror it, and we put it there, and we select it also, and then we just mirror them in the other side. This one was not mirrored before, so we mirror also this one. And yes, we should also paint in the parting, just to play clean. It's selected, so it's not working. Remember to set, you put here the mode set when you want to paint, so you know you can choose the value that you want. So we go in part A, here we put white, all white, cool. So now it's working better, you see, it's following more the shape. So now we can go in the grow, put the minimum length a bit down, not so much. In the other one we can put a bit more. Nice. And let's see, we can put the viewport density to 10, so we're going to see more hair, not just in the viewport. We are not changing the density, the main density. So we see how they're working. I think the shape from this view is nice, but maybe not so much from this one. So I think we have to tweak it a bit. So we can just check mirror here, so mirror the shapes and we flat it. With the fall of power, we act more in the base. Do a final change of shape with the sculpt tool. And the sculpt tool doesn't work in mirror, so we have to go here and do the same. We could do like I teach in the lesson 2 to mirror them, you know, but we paint the attributes, so I'm lazy, I don't want to paint them again, so it's a easy shape, so it's fast if I reshape it from this side. Dali mustache. So, okay. Here are they're not following so well. Maybe we can put a bit of more tip attraction. Let's see. That we can play with attraction bias. So. This one are following, this one are not. Go to discover why. Yes, we just, you see, in the grow we put a minimum length too low, so it's better to keep it like this, so you know we can keep all the shape that we design with the groom curves. So that's a nice trick. Okay, I think we are ready to render, probably.
I think in the middle we have some problem. Yeah.
Yeah, some problem because the parting one. So we can try to fix it maybe by putting these 2 points together. So there is less space where this crazy hair can happen. Of course we have to go there then and paint again this curve to give the original shape again to them. In this video we want to record live all the groom, you know, not just create the mustache and then just work in the graph, just to show you how much you have to go back and forth from the graph to the curves every time you create some work and fix this kind of problem. So I think for this video, now that you know already what we are talking about, it's good to see how the things works. So let's see if it happen again. Yeah, they're happening again. I think we can play with that. See, with just the base attraction we are playing, and it's working nice. So we keep them like this. Cool. I think we are ready to render, no? So we just render it. Our bold doll for now. They are already looking nice. Maybe we can just break a bit this part. It seems, you know, a bit geometric. So we go the mustache here. I think it's this curve. So we just select it and we put it like down like this. So it's going to blend better this part, and we do the same with this. You see how I always select one curve and play only with that, so I don't mess with the other one around. Maybe we can change also the shape of this one a bit. Nice. I don't like so much this here, so we fix a bit. And maybe we can give back a bit of, you know, roundness, because for now like flat.
There is a strange black ball appearing sometimes in the window.
Where in the render?
Yeah.
Yeah, are secrets of Yeti. I think it's when I change the brush sides. I don't know. Just add back a bit of roundness here. So it's working nice. Okay. Let's render again, just to render this area.
The Yeti is not on.
Ah, the Yeti is not on. Always turn on your Yeti when you render. Okay. We didn't save the image before. But yeah, they work a bit better, you know, it's more round this area, it's nice. Maybe we can, we could add a bit of more resolution here, but you know, Depends from the style that you want to achieve. If you want, the hair emitted from here, of course, you have to go in Substance Painter and just paint white. Paint white in this area. So I'll just paint this part here. And then we can save the texture. Now we are back to Maya. And we just have to do it like this, you see? Just activate the activator node. And we can see, you see, that is going here. So you have to go always back and forth also to the texture program to fix this issue and improve your groom. So now, of course, if you see these curves are going just where they want because there is not resolution. So we hide our Yeti node and we create some new curves in the area where we paint white. So we just do like this, and with the sculpt tool just do like this. This time we can mirror them. Oops. This time we can mirror them. And yes, we have to quickly paint them again.
There's a selection.
There's a selection. And in part B, part A, white. Cool. So if we see now the result, you see it's working much better.
I think probably we need some other guide curve there in the middle, because in the middle is making...
Probably we need someone here, you see. So we just do like this. You see how they were behaving? Not good. So it's better always to test, just add groom curves in your groom, just to see how the curves behave, and if they behave bad, fix them, of course. And mirror. And paint in this case. So set black. There is a selection as always. And white here. Nice. So here white, there black. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, it's behaving much better. We could just fix these things later. So now we can continue to develop our graph. So what we can add? I think we can add, a scraggle in a soft scraggle in the comb, in the clamp 1 line. Probably we can just ask it to the clamp 1 scraggle of the hair. We just duplicate and put it here, and we see what happened. Too much, of course. We don't want this mess. Yes, we forgot to put lock density here. So these curves for now are multiplicating when in render time, when we render it. So we just click lock density, so they're going to stay of this density when we render it. We explain these things in deep in the previous video, in lesson 3. So we don't want so many scraggly curves. Maybe it's too much, it's way too much the frequency. So it's too down, and the scraggle is too powerful, because this setting were for the hair, were longer curves, so the behavior was different. We can just put them here, maybe put this bit of more scraggle frequency and less scraggle, just to create, you know, a bit of waviness in these curves. So, and we click here to link it to the clamping. And at this point it would be nice also to take the width node and connect it here, so we use the same width of the hair that we did. Nice. So now we render it, and let's see how it looks. Nice. You see, now the clamp is working, because before it was multiplying this value so much that there were too many little clamps, so we couldn't see them. So now we see that it's happening also something strange, and then we fix it. But you see, you can see the clamp, you can see this area that is with a better shape because we paint it. And there are little clamp, there is a little waviness, you know, from the scraggle node in the clamp 1. Let's investigate in this problem. If we just lower our value in the weight, we can find a quick solution to this problem. Okay, we are going to have less clamp, but we don't want such clamps there, so I think it can work fine like this. So now we add another scraggle here, you know, just to create some per hair detail, and we just take one of the scraggle. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's better to take this scraggle because he already has the setting that we want for this mustache. So we had them here, and we can just put the percentage like this, and maybe a bit less scraggle value. And we see how it looks. Let's render. And here we have our mustache. It looks good. I think we are ready to merge all together with the hair. So how we do that? It's really easy. We just have to create a merge node. You see, you can create from here also in merge, and then you just want to take the last one, but we don't want the last one, the width, because the width, it's an attribute that we can share it between the hair and the mustache. So we just take the scraggle here and we put it in one input, and then in the last one, not the width because we want to share it, in the scraggle here, you see, and we put the width at the end because we want the same width in both. So this one can be deleted. And now if we check this one, it's already checked, we can see that we have everything in one Yeti node. Cool one. Let's render it. And here we have our doll with hair and mustache. I think it's looking really nice. Maybe if you want, you can improve the mustache. I would suggest, you know, to probably fade a bit this area here. So to fade, you know, you just have to paint gray in this transition to create a smoother transition. You just go here and you see, you can paint gray maybe with another brush more soft, so you can create a nice transition and see how it works. So it's going to have less hair here and more hair here. It's going to create a more believable transition. Probably you can continue the mustache a bit here, so they are more full and more funny, and of course you can create the shape that you want. Now you know how to merge different groom features in the same Yeti node, so you can use different groom guide curves in one Yeti node. That's really useful. This ends this series of video about how to start with Yeti.
We hope you learn a lot and you have the desire to discover more about the grooming world.
Now you have a solid foundation about Yeti. From here you can start to work on your characters and develop your groom skill. Good luck!
See you soon! If you want to support us and practice on the troll doll, you can find in the description of the video a link to our Gumroad page, where you can download the model and the groom texture for these first tutorials.